In a quiet little town, there lived a young man named Gaurav. On the surface, Gaurav was no different from the people around him, but inside his heart burned with big dreams. He often imagined himself living a life of success and admiration. In his mind, he could see himself standing proudly on great stages, speaking confidently while the audience applauded with respect. He dreamed of wealth that would free him from worries, of recognition that would set him apart from the crowd, and of a future where his name was remembered and admired. Yet despite the size of his dreams, Gaurav's actions told a very different story. Every night before he went to bed, he filled his mind with plans for a brighter tomorrow. He would say to himself, "From tomorrow, I'll wake up early. I'll start working hard. I'll change my life." But when tomorrow arrived, the determination was gone. Gaurav would stay in bed longer than he should, waste hours scrolling aimlessly, or push important tasks to another day. Days slipped into weeks, weeks into months, and still his dreams remained untouched. Locked away in the corner of his mind, his family often reminded him gently, "Son, time is precious. Every second you waste takes you further away from your dreams." But Gaurav would only smile and reassure himself, "There's still time. I can fix everything later." Little did he know that this habit of delay was slowly stealing his future away. One day, when Gaurav felt especially restless and disappointed with himself, he decided to seek help. In the town, there was an old wise man known for his deep knowledge and calm spirit. People often said he held the answers to life's hardest questions. Curious and desperate, Gaurav went to find him. He found the old man sitting silently under a large tree, his eyes closed in meditation, his presence peaceful like still water. Gaurav stood there quietly for a while, then folded his hands and spoke softly. "Sir, I feel like I am failing at life. My dreams are big, but my actions are weak. Each day passes, and I remain the same. Please help me. Tell me what I should do." The old man slowly opened his eyes and looked at Gaurav. After a moment of silence, he smiled gently and said, "Let me tell you a story." He began. Once there was a king who loved his people deeply. One day, he met a poor man who had no job, no money, and no respect in society. The king asked him, "Why are you living like this?" The man complained, blaming everyone but himself. "No one gives me a chance. People think I'm useless. Life has been unfair." The king felt pity and gave him an opportunity. He said, "Come to my palace before sunset. Whatever gold and silver you can carry from my treasury will be yours." The man was overjoyed. He rushed home to tell his wife. She urged him to go quickly. But he replied, "I'm hungry. Let me eat first." After eating, he felt sleepy. Just a short nap. "I have plenty of time," he thought. But hours passed. By the time he reached the palace, the gates were closed forever. The chance was gone. He stood outside, heartbroken, regretting every wasted moment. The wise man's story echoed in Gaurav's heart like a mirror of his own life. As the old man finished his story, silence hung in the air. Gaurav lowered his eyes, his heart heavy with realization. For the first time in his life, he saw his own reflection in the tale of the poor man who had wasted every chance. Just like that man, Gaurav had been given time, the most precious treasure of all, but he had spent it on comfort, on distractions, and on endless delays. Suddenly, every excuse he had ever made seemed foolish. There was no one to blame, no reason left to hide behind. The truth was simple and painful. He had been the thief of his own future. Slowly, Gaurav bowed before the wise man and whispered, "Thank you, sir. I understand now. I have wasted too many days waiting for the perfect tomorrow. From today, I will act." The old man smiled, his eyes calm and kind. But he said nothing more. His silence carried the weight of wisdom. The choice was now in Gourov's hands. From that day forward, Gourov began to change. He did not transform overnight. But he started with small steps. He forced himself to wake up early. Even when he wanted to sleep more. He turned off distractions, choosing instead to spend his time learning, working, and improving. At first, it was difficult. The temptation to fall back into laziness was strong. But each day he reminded himself of the story. He remembered the man who had lost everything because he thought he still had time. That memory gave him strength. Weeks passed, then months. Gourov's discipline grew like a muscle. Stronger with every effort, he learned to focus, to push himself when things were hard, and to keep moving even when progress seemed small. His family began to notice the difference. Instead of wasting time, he was building his future. Brick by brick, with patience and determination. And slowly, the dreams that once seemed so distant began to take shape. Gourov realized that success was not about waiting for the perfect opportunity, but about making the most of every single day. This story teaches us an eternal truth. Time is the most valuable gift we possess. Lost money can be earned again, but lost time is gone forever. Procrastination may feel harmless in the moment, but it silently steals our future. If you have dreams, do not wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow may never come. Start today, with whatever small action you can take. Value your time, value your life, and act before it is too late.